It's the war in Iran that has brought energy into sharp focus. Again, we've seen shocks to the economy, the risks that people will be paying much more, domestic customers and businesses, and that's why we must go further and faster with our efforts to do more of our homegrown energy through renewables and also through nuclear. But there is another side to this as well, and that is the environment. And I'm somewhat disappointed that it hasn't featured more prominently in this debate. Ministers may be aware that the government's own national security assessment, which linked the global ecosystem degradation and collapse, which threatens the UK's national security and prosperity. So dealing with our carbon emissions, with our impact on the environment, is not just something that we need to do for the economy, it's something that we need to do to prevent those drivers of global conflict in the future, because we know our access to natural resources, to water, to the way that we grow our food, to extreme weather events is going to be a driver of conflict. So yes, we do need to do more on energy for our economy and for domestic customers at home. But if we don't get a grip of climate change, of the threats that it poses to people in this country and around the world, we will see more conflict going forth in the future. And I also believe that if this study that has been published, and it hasn't had the attention which it has needed, it's the government's own study, I believe it would have had an impact on the SDR, which does talk about climate change, particularly in the high north. But this is an issue that we're only beginning to get to grips with. So if the Minister could take that away, raise it with his colleagues, I would be most grateful indeed.